What's up, guys? Queen Brittany here, bringing you a zombies gameplay, which is 30 minutes long. It's gonna be a long-ass commentary, and I'm sorry, but it is what it is. No, I'm kidding. Hi. It's been a really long time. A lot has been going on. Yeah, pretty much. So, I'll tell you what's gonna be going on, actually, for the next month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever. Okay, so first, I'm doing this commentary, which is going to be like my adventure through the United States. And then after that, me and my friend Garrett are going to play zombie gameplay. We're going to do a dual commentary on that. I'm going to talk about other personal stuff and other commentaries. And then if you guys have anything you want me to talk about, I will. Just leave it in my pants. Okay, so that's done. Let's get on with the show. I'm playing with Alex. And shit, who else am I playing with? I just got a huge blank. And there's Alex, Hunter. Oh, Pablo, that's it. I'm playing with Pablo. Anyways, so in this commentary, I'm going to talk about sorry, my pen just dropped. I'm going to stop playing with it. But I'm going to talk about my adventure through the States. Anyway, so this is how it started, okay? I was babysitting a little boy that I'd been babysitting for a year prior to that year that I was babysitting him, so a total of 2 years. And usually, like, when I would babysit him, we would, like, go outside, play cars in the dirt, or watch TV, play video games, whatever. You know, basic stuff. But that day, I want to go for a walk. And in the back of my house, there's this big, like, how do I say, it's like a big hill. And then after, it's like a big forest, if you want. And then in back of that, it's the States. And so, but me and my brother always went up there. Like, in the winter, we'd go sliding down the hill. And even in the summer, we would build forts up there, and I mean, we would always go there, and I mean, we always knew where we were and whatnot. So, you know, that day, we went up to the junkyard, you know, we just saw a lot of cool stuff, we had fun, and then we kept going in a certain direction. So then we keep walking, and to a point where there's like this little hill, but it was like muddy. So I go down there, I don't know why, I don't remember, but then I slip, and now my back and my butt is like all muddy, and it's like to the point where I'm like, okay, you know what, let's go back, because, you know, I don't want to really spend the rest of my day like all full of mud and stuff. So we start heading back, and then I'm like, okay, where the hell are we? Like, to this point, like, I didn't even know where we were, and that's how far we were out there. And so anyways, we kept walking, and we end up in this huge field. For those of you guys, for those who don't know, I'm Canadian, okay? And I live right beside the States, on the border. Anyways, and so we walk out to this huge field, and then I look to the far end, kind of thing, and there was a house, and next to the house, well, attached to the house, there was a United States flag, and I'm like, shit, we're not Canada anymore. And so at this point, I'm freaking out, because I'm like, okay, where the hell is home, you know? And so then, you know, there were two houses. There was a house like on top of the hill, and then there was a house like on the bottom next to the road. So then, you know, I go knock at the first house, which was the house with the flag. No one was there. No one entered the door. And so then I walk over to the other person's house, and then I asked him, you know, where's Canada? And then, like, she was probably like 15 or something. Anyways, then she points in a direction, and she says that way. And it was towards the woods again, so I'm like, okay, thank you. So we pack up, me and the little boy that was babysitting. We walk back up the hill, and we go straight into the woods in the direction that she told us. And so, at this point in the woods, like, I forget every single detail, but we got trapped in mud. Our legs were, like, full of scratches because of rose bushes and raspberry bushes and whatnot. Overall, it was a pretty crazy day, and I mean, it's not even over yet. There's plenty more to, like, you know, Anyway, so we keep walking, and then we end up in a road, I think, if I remember right. Anyways, so we walk on the road, and then we see another house. So then, I knock on the door and I ask her the same question, where is Canada? And she starts telling me, okay, you go down this road, you go up the hill, whatever, nah, nah, nah. And I'm like, okay, first of all, can you give me a map, please? Because I'm about to get lost. And so she draws us a map, whatever, and tells us exactly where to go. But I don't know what we did. We were supposed to turn, but we went straight instead. Yeah, anyways, we ended up on a highway kind of thing. So then, at this point we're getting really tired and we didn't know what to do. So, anyways, we start walking and walking and walking, and then we see a gas station. So we walk in, and then we go to the bathroom. I try to get washed up a little. I drink some water, and lo and behold, I start my week that same day. Perfect. I know it couldn't have got any better, And so yeah. So we start walking, and then I think I asked one of the guys that worked there, asking where it was, and then he's like, "Well, you're a long ways away. I mean, honestly, like from the border to where I was, it was probably like a 45-minute walk, So it was pretty far away. Not to mention that was from there to the gas station. Not to mention the big ass detour that I did to get there. I mean, I think if I remember right, we left at 8 and we got there around at 12ish something, or maybe a little bit sooner. Maybe it was like more after lunch. Maybe it was around like 2 or something. Because we walked a long ways. Anyways, so I asked him where it was, and he points me in the direction, and so we head back that way. So we end up on this bridge, which is the 91 that goes under it, which is the 91 is the one to go back to Canada, which is a highway. And so here we are, we walked across the bridge, and then I'm like, no wait, we walked back across the bridge, and then this police car comes up. And, she asks us what we're doing and everything, so then I'm like, okay, might as well tell the truth, And I'm like, okay, look, we went for a walk, we're from Canada, we went for a walk, somehow we ended up in this big field. I told her that, like, in back of my house there was a big wood area kind of thing, and we always went to go walks and whatnot. But we ended up here. We didn't want to end up here. And, so I explained to her the story, what happened and everything, and then she's like, okay, you know what, hop in, we'll go to the station, we'll get this settled. Then we hop in the cop car, and then, we drive 2 minutes, and the cop station's right there. Sorry, I need a burp. Anyways, so then, we get there, they give us, they're really nice people. They give us water, we have a seat, the little boy gets cleaned up a little more, I get cleaned up a little more, and then, two cops show up, and so then, apparently they thought that it was, like, gonna be, like, 2 teens, so, like, are, like, about to give him a rough time or something, but, it was just me and this little boy. So, we're gonna give him a hard time. So then here I go, I explain my story again, and, yeah, nothing really happened after that. I explained it, and then he's like, okay, you know what? They call the Quebec border patrol thing, and, they try to arrange everything. So then we hop into another cop car. The cop was really awesome. He turned on the sirens. It was really cool. And then, we're driving back, and, we get to the border thing. But the way the cop parks the car, it was like my window was in front of the main road, so everybody who passed could see my face, which was extremely embarrassing. And so anyways, the cop and the Quebec cop, the Canadian cop, are talking, trying to figure out, okay, how is this gonna work, what's gonna happen, and a bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, and then I thought everything's okay and everything's fine, and So yeah, so then I hop into another cop car, and then he drives us home, and then everything. At this point, they called my mom saying, like, your daughter has been picked up by the police, whatever. My mom's been crying. My brother's been worried crazy. Because I left in the morning and I didn't get back until they finished work, which was about 4 or 5 or something. And, so yeah, the cop brings me home and stuff, and he's like, he lets us go inside. He stays outside for my mom to get home and whatever, and he's like, he tells me, I understand that you're dirty and whatever, but don't take a shower right now, you can eat whatever, but, because, he was afraid that I was gonna run, but yet I've been walking 8 hours, pretty much, my whole day I've been walking, and you really think I'm gonna run away? The odds are very unlikely. Anyway, so, I get home, I eat a little, the little boy goes and he plays video games. He's like, sweet, I went for a huge ass walk today. It was pretty awesome. But yeah, no, it was pretty scary. And so yeah, and then my mom gets home and it's like, oh my god, where were you? I was so worried, and all this, not complaining, but all this, like, mother hen kind of thing jumps in, and it's like, oh my god, my baby, ah. And yeah, and then 5 minutes or 10 minutes later, well, the cop leaves. After whatever. My mom was done talking to him and whatnot. Turns out I have no record, which is pretty awesome, because it honestly was a mistake. I didn't know. Thundergun! And, sorry. And yeah, so, and then 10 minutes after, the mom of the boy came to get him, and then I tell her that, and she wasn't mad, I still laugh about it today, and, every time that there's helicopters that come over our house and stuff, my brother's like, Brittany, who'd you steal now? Like, they're looking for you, and it's like this never-ending circle, and it's like, oh my god, drop it already. But I know they won't, and I'm fine with that, because I get to ride in 3 cop cars in less than 3 hours. Actually, no, in less than an hour, because I'm pretty boss. Anyways, that was my story. Pretty chill. I'm pretty sure I missed out on a lot of stuff, but like I'm saying, this is probably like 3 years ago. Just a long time ago. You guys have any questions or remarks or comments or saying, Brittany, you're such a dumbass, leave them in my pants. I will appreciate reading them. I love reading them. Yeah, because they're awesome like a possum. I like saying that, don't worry. Anyways, so that's it for that one.